Collective, happy Friday, the 5th of August. All this crazy energy. You know what's hard about a generational curse? You know, you maybe endured it, got through it, and then you watch them do it to the next thing closest to you, is your son. So she's now trying to attack my son, sending women to my son, who catch his heart and then just break up with him, and he doesn't know really what's going on. See, because she can't send any men my way, she's doing it to him. And because the planets are so crazy right now and he's all upset, and I don't know why, so we have a blow up. And it's all because she can't touch me with her magic. I'm not sick from her whatever magic. But I'm help, and I'm crazy and I need help. I guarantee I would still probably be with my son's father or my girls' father if she hadn't sent all of her conflict magic our way. She has this lover's lullaby sick thing where they just leave and you have no idea, well, really you have no idea what has happened or what's different. And she enjoys it. She enjoys it. She enjoys watching it. She doesn't believe in love. Doesn't believe in love. So that's my first spiel. My second spiel is I've always told my kids that they're special, because they are. I can't make another one like that particular child. I think it's a really important collective. You tell your children how important and special they are. If they got injured or were, God forbid, not here, then guess what? You can't run right out down to the supermarket and pick up another one. There's just no other person unique as you or your children. And that's, this curse has, on my family, has turned love into like this business. Like it's a marriage business. It's a transaction. She doesn't believe in love. She doesn't believe that your heart can actually care for somebody enough to have loyalty and stay with somebody. But if it's a business, it'll last. I think it's in Spirit's hand if it lasts. It's in your hands if it lasts. But we have this sick puppet master who wants to walk around watching people's hearts break and gets joy out of it, absolute joy, because it devastates. Devastated my son today. I had no idea why he was so grumpy about expired milk, and he couldn't find the protein shake scooper thing, taking it out on me. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. The milk's expired. So sorry, my bad. For those of you with twins out there, doppelgangers, I want to know how they're going to interview when they are asked the question, how did you cope with losing your family? Because probably they'll just have a really quick response. Oh, I went to my Rolodex, called 1-800, buy new family. To them, that's not, you know, they're just going to pick up your story once you're gone out of it. They didn't walk these steps. How you watched these people play with people in your family. How they watched and enjoyed it. And then said you were the one that needed help. You're the one that needs to go seek help. I am watching what is out of our control with someone with a mental disorder, is what I'm watching. Because I would never send anybody toward you or your home to mess up your marriage. And she's probably done it to her coworkers at work. I bet you anything. I bet you anything. If I talk to some of the women that she's worked with, she's destroyed their marriages. She loves it. She likes to show that she's in charge. She's God. And money-wise alone, it's devastating, chaotic. Emotionally, it's draining. And then you're out of sorts, you're confused. Like, well, what did I do? You didn't do anything. This person has orchestrated this very, very carefully, okay? And she's very irritated right now. She can't send anybody toward me for me to accept because A, it's a setup. B, I'll have pictures taken of me at outside county fairgrounds. Regardless of who it is, there'll be pictures. because she'll promote to the court that I'm this loose woman, that I have all these endless strings of people coming in and out of my life, when all it is like trying to get to know somebody that no one's gonna mess with. Like, yeah, I just want to get to know you, and not what somebody's told you or created or fabricated for their little soap opera. Lover's lullaby. It's my generational curse. And I don't know if my grandmother did it to her. I kind of do, actually, because my mother was in love, and deeply in love with somebody that she couldn't marry because she didn't have enough money. I'm not really sure. Didn't come from the right family. And she's held that with an iron fist her whole life, that she didn't get that man. And so this is how she gets back. Her parents are long gone. Why is she doing it to us? My son is absolutely respectful of her, gives her more respect than me, because he doesn't understand why I'm doing the cards. He calls me gypsy lady with no job. I'm doing the best I can. I'm just trying to get this information out to people that have watched it happen. They've lived this life and they've done everything right, and blindly something happens where they're abandoned. And they have no idea why. And the fingers get pointed at them. Oh, it was you. It was you. You're the crazy lady. We see how angry you get. Well, I get angry when probably conflict, confusion spells come my way. I really felt like today maybe a mirror one worked, because I was angry. I couldn't understand why he was so upset at me. And then when he told me, I thought, oh my God, she's doing it to him. And of course, I can't get him to believe it. I can't get him to believe it because he trusts her. But this woman has got to be stopped, you guys. This lover's lullaby, sending men my way, doing horrible things, and then walking away. So that you feel like, oh my God, this one too? This one too? Are you kidding me? Like, there must be something wrong with me. I'll just go blow my brains out. That's what they are trying to do. And then laugh their way to the bank with the insurance policy that they've been paying premiums on for years while they orchestrate this shit. She sent my girls' dad to me. Sent him to me. The guy was saying he loved me within the first 3 texts. Well, that's great. Okay, so we have a family. And guess what? I get kicked out. And I have no idea why. I cleaned the house. I took care of the kids. I gave them as much love and attention and respect as I could. You know, she did it. She does it. She enjoys watching it. She is thrilled about it. Thrilled about it. Because right now, her magic, her death spells, whatever she sent my way, aren't working. They're not working. They're not working. So I'm going to work on her kid to get him just as emotionally vulnerable as I made his mother. Yeah. So I've learned how to heal from it because I recognized it. You have to identify it. Identify your enemy, exactly. He won't identify it. He'll probably refuse to. He'll be like, you need to be in a mental hospital, mother. There's no way somebody else could have orchestrated this. You want to make a bet. Yeah. It's sick. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. I don't know the thrill in it, but if there's money involved, I can see that being a high motivator. Because they're getting paid to come toward me, and they're getting paid to leave me. And all they have to do is not get attached. I think she might have sent 1 or 2 that actually did kind of fall in love with me. So I feel bad for them, because they just needed the cash probably. But other than that, it happens so fast that I don't think anybody has time to build. And then you got kids involved at that point. I mean, this woman needs help. I'm just saying, okay? I'm going to read some cards. Today is the 5th, Friday, so it resonates to 2. It resonates to family, Cancer, and the moon. But yeah, what a crappy thing to do to someone's emotions, you know? I was thinking the middle ground would be this respect, you know? And a narcissist isn't going to recognize that. Not when they love being a puppeteer. This is like an elevated narcissist with, I don't know, grandiose beliefs, and love should be a business. Yeah. It's a heart space is what love is. It's from your heart. And I know that I can't duplicate Collective's uniqueness. Like if I thought, well, they're successful in love, I'll just be like the Collective. I couldn't get away with that to say everybody is so unique. And that's where the love is because you can't be replaced. And she's bound and determined to show that there's no value in that they're easily replaced. It's a transaction. You know, your laugh, the way you shake a hand, the way you say hello. I mean, those are ways that no other person can copy. No other person can duplicate. And that's what she's trying to do. Is make love just like this hollow thing. It's not hollow. When you have voice, you have emotion, and you care and you give your heart to somebody. I don't know, she's beyond nuts to me, but that's my curse. That's what I have to break. And so we're really close, right? Like we've almost closed the cycle. She doesn't want to pay for any of this. She's like, prove it, I lived it. I watched it and thought, I'll just be more patient, I guess. How much more patient can a person be? She needs help. Because she's lied and told everybody that it was my drug problems or it was my whatever problems that drove these people out of my life. I mean, yeah, maybe you guys don't want me to smoke around you. I get it. I chew gum too, but I guarantee if it was somebody independent from who she chose or she would get to you. She would pull you aside sometime after dinner and she would say, well, you know, she's cursed. You need to like get yourself, I'm just telling you this for your own good, to get yourself away from her. And here's a little help while she pays them under the table to do it. And then the next thing I know is the person's detached, unavailable emotionally, and I'm like, what did I do? It took one conversation to lose something that I had built, tried to build. So you get these kids, you know, building sandcastles, right? And then somebody comes around, some bully, to knock them down and enjoys it. What a sick, twisted fuck. Sorry for the F-bomb, but that's how I feel about it, you know, because I take relationships, you know, like, pretty thoughtfully. I'm pretty thoughtful, you know. I'll engage a lot of people in conversation, but it's different when you get to that level of conversation or intimacy that you're sharing generational curses with. So I guess I feel pretty high. I have a lot of respect for the Collective, and that's why I'm sharing this. It takes a while to get to that level. And usually by that time, they had already been paid to walk away. I don't know. So, and the reason why a lot of you could think about this too, have respect for your ancestors. Their name is on a tombstone somewhere. And that tombstone, just like the Ten Commandments was written, their name is written in stone. So that's why I respect my ancestors and what they're telling me. Because they've walked it out before. Because some people are like, well, why don't you just believe in God? Well, because the clan wants your clan to get it right. And they're looking down here going, this has got to stop. Love is not a transaction, okay? It's not a business. You know, we're not going into business together. I know there's contracts out there to protect money. I know all that. But it's a heart space. And I don't know. You know, some people don't even have to get married. They're just like, this is the person, the partner I want to be with. And so they need that piece of paper to feel like that person, you know, won't go anywhere, like ownership. I don't know about that. I mean, if you're a pretty loyal person, you're not going to go anywhere. Oh, look, my van just pulled up for kidnapping. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm so over it. It's like, whatever. Because this is the thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I win this particular one or negotiate this one with her. She's like here, and there's somebody above her, see? So I feel like I'm taking out a pretty big tree. It's a pretty big club. And how they had a woman in her position of power, I don't know. Because usually this particular group doesn't allow women in their meetings. I'll just say that. But maybe she's got her own club. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's big, and there's someone above her is what I'm saying. And then there's me with spirit guides and my ancestors. We're like, we're gonna do this. You got this. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like we got this. They're like, you just go on there and you expose them. Eyes on you. Okay, so the middle of the reading. Oh my God, I think I said something true. I love you, ancestors. You saw me do the cards, right? So whatever I just told you guys, there was truth. That was truth. And it's the ace. Ugh. And I'm recovering. Or you might be collective too. If there was any truth in kind of what I was getting at, where you can see it being done to you, and then you sit back and you've removed yourself from it and you're watching it happen to your kids. And you're like, really? That's about breaking the curse. If you can see it and you saw it done before you, and now you're seeing it after you, that's the curse I'm talking about breaking. And that's why you get them to help you. Yeah. Because this reading is saying there's truth, and everyone's recovering from it because it's so painful. They need a lot of sleep. And the subconsciousness is your gift. This is all you have to fight this curse, collective. Is this right here. And a cigarette. That's all you have. That's all you have is this, to fight this curse. And your ancestors who gave you the gift. He said, by God, I'm not walking away this time. We're giving you everything we got. The front of your consciousness is this, because you feel like this. You're like, what I just said sounded absolutely nuts to somebody. I'm telling you, I have lived this. I've walked this. This woman is obsessed with this. Sending lovers toward me. Innocent old men toward me. To paint this picture and then to pull them away. Pull them away. So that we're dependent on her. She's that codependent that she needs that for me to be dependent on her. It's that kind of ownership. That kind of masseter work. Like, well, she can't have anybody in her life that she depends on. We're just going to take that away. So I'm her son. I'm the son for this plant. Really? I didn't realize. Damn. Music stop. Okay, because this is you, collective. You're in your independence. Okay, you've watched it happen many, many times. This is what's irritated her many, many times. Is your independence. Because she can't control it. Anything she can't control, she's gonna kill. Okay? And that's the end of the cycle. Okay? You fought with your gift. Kind of like a fool because you went on YouTube and told everybody. While you're independent, staying keeping all these other partner people away. I mean, except for just general humanity. Humanity's fine, that's great. You know, you, talking, whatever. But I cannot have a relationship that's more dependable than the one she is wanting me to crawl on my knees back to her and beg her to forgive her, that this has all just been some huge misunderstanding. And it's not. It's not. And I guarantee if all those people on her payroll came forward, we could take her down. But there's somebody above her. And maybe their MO is different. I don't know. This is particular boss, that's their MO, is this lover's lullaby. End a cycle. Like this. Yeah. Collective. This truth is like this right now. They can't go either way. I would hope that if it moves forward, it moves forward with some clarity. Like, look, this this activity has been identified. Please stop. Please stop this. For the sake of humanity and future generations. Please stop. And this is how people see me, you, because this is what we are. We're loving. I mean, I get it if you don't jive and, you know, you make mutual agreement to split ways. That's totally natural. But I'm talking about going in, grabbing that heart, and then a detachment so violent, it'll paralyze you. Like, what just happened? That's what she loves. To see you then run and crumble toward her. Now, I haven't run and crumbled yet, but watching my kid today going through this, I'm getting angry. And that's not walking in love, is it? But yeah, I'm pretty angry. Because it's a burden. It's a burden to watch people do this, enjoy it. Probably have it on film. Changing the scenario, changing the, oh, it's because they have a drug problem. It's because they're crazy. Look what they're saying on YouTube. No, I'm not. And anybody I was in a relationship with, if they're still on the payroll, do what's right and turn her ass in. Don't let her pay your mortgage the rest of your living life. I think you can pay your own mortgage. We'll work something out, okay? Turn her in. I'm just saying. She can't get away with this. This is what's the other word besides men that dominate the women? Isn't there a word for women that dominate the men? That's what she's doing. I'll just have all the men as my little puppets, my little doll collection. It leads, this is the confusion. This is the end of the reading, is these choices. You know, I won't dwell on this tomorrow for my reading, but because of the anger that came out today, and I don't like to feel anger, I thought, this is going to be my reading in this energy. Because I identified it, and Spirit confirmed it. Gotta break that curse, collective. I love you, I love you. Have an awesome night.